Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Check, 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 check. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Dalton now to pass. That's complete to John Ross. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977. But since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Check 25. Check. Gotta go in and out. Let's go. Gotta go in and out. Let's go. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Joe Mixon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? They'll roll him out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He's got daylight. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Orleans Darkwa, 83 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
36 power. Hey, watch it. Go, 4 down, 4 down. Switch. All go special. All go special. Gun.
From the 36, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. His first NFL reception goes for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. These two teams all tied after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton, he completes it to Boyd. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Dalton, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Andy Dalton. And he's going to go down again. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Now it's Lockett. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 57. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey. Bang out, bang out. Bam, bam. You don't want it. 57, baby. Baby. 57. Go. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Go.
Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I know he ain't got it.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
0-0. Mike 57. Get him. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Here we go. Run left. Mike 57. All day.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
Go down. 57's the Mike. 56 the Mike. I got it. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch 57.
Now it's Wilson. And he finds Penny. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
14, fight it. Give me that ball.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on second down. Wilson letting one go deep for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On second and 10, Wilson able to get this to Gordon. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Check 50, check 50. Short. Hold up.
On first down, Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Second and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield.
Tight dog.
They get it to him running left. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
They go play action with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Good job right there. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Check pass. 57. Mike.
Throwing again. Wilson. That's caught by Penning. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Check 24. Check. Go 14. Spot that. Slant. 14. Got it. Kill.
Again, Wilson. Safarian-Jenkins has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try to get back to where you were to start the half.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And Dalton to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Under 10, 10. Tighten up. Let's go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Play action. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Austin Safarian-Jenkins there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. This one complete to Niles Paul. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. On 1st down, Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Throwing, Dalton, flushed out right. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. On 2nd and 9, Dalton forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys have added on to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
12. You tighten up. Let's go. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 62 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter. No,
it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Andy Dalton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Regular. Hey, exit.
Here's Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Dalton here from the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton, and the pressure gets to him again. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. This will be taken very short. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he's going to score. Seahawk touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And now on is the field goal unit. And, boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
It's going to be a long day.
Check. Here you go, Cam. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on fourth down.
Check hot route. Hot. Kill.
They'll try on fourth. Here's Dalton. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
380.
Let's go, D.
There.
Somebody 4 down.
Penny, a first down carry. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.